How many of you consider yourselves to be persons? I would assume it's all of you. And if you do, I'll explain to you why you should not see yourself that way. I made a lot of points here, but it turned out to be a big mishmash. I myself haven't used the word person when referring to humans for quite some time now. And I can understand how hard it is to understand what I'll be saying and actually get used to it, but everything's possible. What happens is when you are born, and this happens to almost everybody, is when your parents sign your birth certificate, you are given something that is called a person. Now that may sound strange, but it's actually not you. It is something that is put over you, and it could be seen as your alter ego. And unfortunately, many people, and that would actually be almost everybody, become a person, although they are not, and they never understand that they aren't. They simply get used to it because nobody agrees to be given this person. It is something that is created by the government, within the government, and it is not you. You are not a person. It is given to you, created. There are natural persons and artificial persons. I am considered to be an artificial person by law, and all of you most likely are too, but I don't know who's watching this. What a natural person is considered to be a real human being, and an artificial person is actually not alive. It is something that is dead already. So, in other words, you're born. Once you're given this artificial personality, which I'll explain after, you die again. And when your body dies of old age or whatever it may be, the person dies too with you. So both of you die. Another thing is that a natural person is a human that has the capacity for rights and duties, whereas an artificial person is given rights and duties. So we assume that we have to pay taxes and do whatever the law says, but only the person has to do it. It is not the human, which is you, who has to do it. What I also don't like are people who fight for rights, because what this means is that if you fight for rights, you are saying, please, my lovely government, give me rights. But the government should not be able to give a human rights. The rights apply to the person, so you're actually asking for slavery when you're asking for better rights or whatever it may be. But it's not a good thing, which is why I cannot support even people like Ron Paul, as I've already talked about him, because what he's fighting for in the end is nothing that we need. It's all within the system. continuing, many of you may believe that it may not affect you and that you are not a person, but the thing is that if you live long enough with this personality, you really do become the person. And you can see this, people do act as if they're dead emotionally and in many other ways. I've had these realizations myself when I look at people. So you're born, and once you're given this person, you're required to go to school where you get completely brainwashed. Some may go to college or university, then it gets worse. You get a job, which is slavery, then you may meet another human. Of course, most likely you won't love them because people are actors, and actors cannot love each other. It's acting all of your life for the most people, and you have children, and you create more persons. More slaves, more prisoners. And then you most likely die before your pension because you have breathed in poisonous air all of your life. You have ate poisonous food and drank poisonous water. And because people see themselves as persons, of course their life goals are materialistic, like getting a nice car or a big house and so on, or whatever may make them seem important to their so-called friends, which they aren't, of course, because it's also actors. So it's close to impossible to find any non-persons anymore. So, in other words, this is not what you want. All of these things, your life goals, as in also having a good career, everything comes from the person, from your alter ego. It is not what you as a human want, and I understand that you don't believe that I know what you want, and I don't, because I don't know who exactly I'm talking to right now, but it is not what humans want. It really is this person that has become you that wants all of these things, and this is something you have to drop. So you think as a person and not a human, is what I'm saying. And this is why you can't explain things to people, because they don't know anything outside this prison. And by prison, I mean prison. We do live in a prison, and I don't mean that as a metaphor or anything like that. It's actually a prison, and not only a prison system. And the prison that we know, where all the supposed bad people are filled with mostly victims of society and other kind of victims. But watch my video, We Are the Good Ones. You will see that people are victims, and of course they are not helped in prison whatsoever. this prison within this prison is made, so we believe that we are not in a prison, so we feel free. Naturally, deep down, many realize that we aren't supposed to live in these kind of conditions. Another word I want to mention is VIP, very important person. So again, person, prisoner. So you have a prison where there's very important prisoners, and the artificial dead prisoners worship the very important prisoners. It's a completely huge, big joke. Just absolutely insane. This isn't obvious at all.